Hello, everybody. Hello, gang. So good to see so many folks popping into the room today. Welcome to another day here in the Daily Antidote of Song. So glad to see so many people's faces, smiling faces coming up on our screen. Let's all take a deep breath and wish the world a happy Saturday. For all the reasons that it can be happy, and with all of the acknowledgement that we recognize that for not everyone today is today a good or happy day. And we send a lot of love out to the people in the world who are struggling today, and hope that whatever energy you can find in the world to find your bits of joy today will come your way. So I am welcoming everybody out there on the live stream. Hello, live stream. Thank you so much for joining us today. We're so glad to see you. And we're going to say hi to everybody here in the room. Can you all please help me begin saying the hellos by welcoming our host for the day. So Aileen Vance coming in from Santa Cruz, California. Really glad to see you. And coming also in from California, Jaeger Reid. So we're looking forward to learning more about you and talking more about you once we turn it over to Aileen. Everybody please wave to our host and our artist. Let's also wave to Candace Say coming in from Los Angeles, California, running our tech for us today. Thank you so much. Hi to Arlene coming in from Berkeley, California. Hi to Marcia coming in from Huntsville, Ontario. Hello to Deli in Maryland, Athena in Brooklyn, Susan in Ohio. Hi to Gary and Christy in Massachusetts. I see some tents over there. Hi to, that's tents with a T-E-N-T-S, not tense as in like T-E-N-S-E. Hi to Dan in Vienna, Virginia. Hi to Donna in Brattleboro, Vermont. Sue Miller in Seattle. Hello to Elsie and David coming in from also Oakland, California. Nice to see you guys today. Hi, Benet in Berkeley. Hello to Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, reminding us that today in the Daily Antidote, we are on day 1,518 days of consecutive singing. Yeah, some days it needs a deep breath even just to get through the number. It's very long. Trish in Victoria, British Columbia, great to see you today. Hi, Karen in Oregon. Hi, Storm in Massachusetts. Ann in Nashville, hello. Kathy in Colorado. Jane in Texas. Sheila in Florida. Annette in California. Somebody who is connecting to audio. We are glad you are with us even if you cannot hear us yet. Hello to Linda on Orcas Island. Hi, Ann in Silver Spring, Maryland. Hello to Sarah in Texas. Hi to Elizabeth in California, Moon in Alexandria, Virginia, Kay in Texas, Sandy in North Carolina. Hi, Mommy in New Jersey, actually Mommy in New Hampshire. Hi to Linda in Concord, Aloysius in Massachusetts, Carol in Connecticut. I think I got everybody who's here in the Zoom with us today. Let's all take a deep breath. And I'm going to turn the rest of today over to the magical Aileen Vance. She has sung with us before. She is an incredible song leader and has hosted with us. I think, is this your first time or your second time?
I think it's a third, actually.
Third.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're in good hands. Welcome, Aileen, and thanks so much for bringing us your great friends.
Oh, thank you, Joe, so much. And thank you to Candace for running the tech today. And thank you to all of you. It's so wonderful every time I come into this room and I see people who show up almost every day, I think, because the same faces are here every time. It's just amazing. And 1,518 consecutive daily antidotes of song. You've come to get your medicine. Whether it's morning, noon, or night, you're here. So it's my great pleasure today to bring you two friends of mine who are from Oakland, California. I was thinking about how to introduce them, and one of the things I thought about was the idea of making harmony and what that's all about. And somebody just said to me recently, you know, singing harmony is just finding some notes that fall in love with each other. And I thought that also really describes our guests this morning, that Judy Jaeger and Bob Reid have found a way not only to find notes that fall in love with each other, but to help us fall in love with those notes. And they'll tell you a little bit about how they fell in love with each other in that process of finding harmony. So would you please welcome Jaeger and Reid.
Hello.
Thank you, Aileen.
Thank you, Aileen.
So we'll sing the chorus of this song called "Not Another" to acclimate you to what we do with it, and then we'll sing the song, and you can sing what you may.
Yeah, join us.
Okay?
another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another. The voice not forgotten cries out, not a whisper, it's a shout, to be heard in the crowd. The voice cries out, not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another.
Hear the fight down the hall. Hear the thump against the wall. Hear the tears as they fall down the hall.
Not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another. Left behind is an empty space. How I long to see your face. Nothing heals this wounded place, this empty space. Not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another. Here we are, hand in hand, together we stand, as we make this demand, hand in hand. Not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another. One more time. Not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another. Thank you.
I feel like we all need to just take another breath after that. Just take another one. Judy, I believe you wrote that song. Is that right?
No, we wrote it together.
You
It was
wrote it
very
together.
very much a co-write.
Can you talk a little bit about what the motivation was for writing a song like this? This is a song that I think everyone can relate to on some deep level, and also a very hard subject to write about. This is a really beautiful song with a chorus that's so inviting. What inspired you to write it?
Thank you. So I, in another chapter of my life, was a family law attorney, and certainly saw a lot of instances of domestic violence, and also I had that in my marriage. So my first marriage, which I left. in any case, I got involved with an organization in San Mateo County that was a domestic violence prevention organization, and they asked Bob and I to come and sing at a nation that was specifically about commemorating those who had died from domestic violence. And we searched around to find a song that we thought was just right for it and couldn't find one, and so we decided to write it. And Bob came up with that chorus in toto. Like he was thinking about it and we were thinking about it, and he called me up and he sent me a voice message saying, this is the chorus I came up with, just like that. And then we built the song. We wrote the verses together around that chorus.
That's amazing to hear that. I didn't know that about that song. And it's also just a great reminder that sometimes the need is there and you can't find the right song. How magical it is to be able to bring the song to the need.
Yeah.
People do. I also have personal experience with this topic, and I hear that chorus on a very, it just goes straight to my heart. And I think it must be very difficult to find the right song to bring to that table that everyone can hear. And I love that it includes the spectrum of what that could mean, what domestic violence can mean.
Right. Well, it's the truth. It's not just women, and it was important to us to acknowledge that we have brothers and uncles and lovers and mothers and etc. Everybody, there's the potential to have been a victim of it. So, and what we really want is for it to stop. So, and the fact that I love that chorus that Bob came up with, it was like something that descended and just came through you. But
It did. I was in my car and had been mulling over what might work, and there it was. It just came through me. And I have been in an abusive relationship as well. So it was something that spoke to me. I realized after I wrote the chorus that it really does, it applies to much more than domestic violence. That any time we are unkind or unjust to one another, there's a time to stand up and say, this is not acceptable. We cannot allow this to continue. We do, but that act of standing up and saying no, I think is important to reinforce.
yeah. Aspirational.
And you both are writing and singing songs that maybe dig a little deeper like that, to give voice to very difficult and complex subjects that talk a little bit more of complex themes. But you also mix that with what I would call a lot of, lighter songs about what we all experience in life, like traveling and gratitude and love and waking up in the morning and appreciating the day. So how do you balance that in your lives? Do you just sort of take what's out there and say, let's write about this? Or, how do you choose what to write about and sing about?
Yeah. How do we do that?
I think we have different approaches to that process. So why don't you go ahead and answer that?
Well, for me, if I can avoid writing a song, I avoid writing a song. A song really has to want to get written for me to write it. It's got to grab me by the throat and not let go of me.
I'm more of a chaser.
Yeah.
I'm chasing the song. But when the things come to you by the throat, Bob writes brilliant songs. So it's worth. I mean, you do listen when they're really knocking hard. So
Well,
they won't leave
won't
you
let
alone.
me go.
It's true.
That's
Yeah,
really
so I don't really
interesting.
have a choice over what kind of emotion is going to be. It's mostly what needs to be said, what is wanting to come out and be expressed.
And I do write that way sometimes too, where I'm writing from my personal experience and writing from my emotions, but I also set goals for myself and say I'm going to write a song about this or that, and I enjoy that process. And then there's the honing and the chiseling and the editing process that takes a lot longer than the writing of the song.
Yes. But I
Ongoing.
think that's what makes a good song. A long time ago, I heard Betsy Rose, another friend of ours from the Berkeley area, say that she heard once that someone interviewed Picasso, and he said, if you want to paint a cow, you have to take away everything that's not a cow. And she applied that to her songwriting process, that you write, you have an idea, and then you put something down, and then you have to take away everything. You rewrite and you rewrite and you rewrite until you have that essence that is what you wanted. So and I should mention, since we're talking about songs, that if you do want to listen to more Jaeger and Reid, they do have recordings available, and their website, jaegerreidmusic.com, which is probably in the chat, but I can't see it at the moment. Thank you so much, Candace, for doing all that. You can go there and purchase in various formats more music from Jaeger and Reid, and find out the diversity of the kinds of music that they play and that they bring to you. I think your motto is bringing you harmony. Is that right? Is that what it says? And they definitely do that. You also have a lot of things coming up. Do you want to talk a little bit about that before we go back to the song?
So coming up on Sunday, June 9th.
I wink now.
That's right. 1 week from tomorrow, and Aileen's winking because we're doing it with Aileen and also with Emma's Revolution, Sandy O and Pat Humphreys. We are hosting a Pete Seeger sing-along, a tribute to Pete. And it's going to be in Santa Cruz, California at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but there's a live stream ticket available, so you can join us from wherever you are.
Yeah, and hopefully Pete will show up.
That's the goal.
I have been to several of these Pete Seeger tribute concerts that I was looking around for Pete and I never saw him show up. But sometimes all those people together with that memory of Pete, that experience of being in that room and singing with all those people, that people was able to get to contribute their voices and show us how powerful we are when we all sing together. Sometimes that happens, and that's what we're going to try to do there in Santa Cruz on June 9th. And you can do it from where you are.
Right, because it's an afternoon concert here in California, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's not too late on the East Coast, or maybe even if you're all the way in Newfoundland, so 4 hours ahead of us. But
Yeah.
Judy's got those Canadian time zones dialed in because
I know,
I didn't
we don't
mention,
want-
but Judy is originally from Montreal, Canada, and she also lived in Vancouver area for a long time too, right, Judy?
right, so shout out to all the Canadians out there.
And we want to say a special hello to your dad if he's watching. Is he?
My dad lives in Vancouver. He's 90. I doubt it, just because it might have been too complicated for him, but we could say hello to him anyway.
Hey, Max.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Max. Yay, Max. All right. Well, it's almost time to get back to the singing, but I was thinking the other, you mentioned the Pete Seeger concert, but you're doing a lot of other things, and you're traveling still quite a bit. Is that right? You get in your car and you drive. But one thing I love about hearing about your adventures when you're telling me about them is that you're doing something that I think is really important right now. You're going out and singing in people's homes. You're doing a lot of house concerts. You sing in theaters, you sing in bigger venues, but you also continue what I think is a mission, which is just singing in a room with people. And it goes back to what you were saying, Bob, about Pete Seeger and what Pete believed, which is that the more people sing together, the better chance we have of understanding each other a little bit better. Yeah. And I wanted to see if you would mention, since we have people from all over North America and maybe even all over the world here today, can you mention some of the other house concerts or theater concerts that you'll be doing in the next
Sure.
little bit,
Yeah.
future
And we
bit?
used to travel quite a bit, but we are traveling less now because we used to get on a plane and fly out of San Francisco, and Bob would say, "Look at all those living rooms down there that we're flying over. Can't we play in some of those living rooms that are closer to home?" So we are staying closer to home now. Like to be within kind of a 3 to 4 hour radius. But we do play house concerts, and we have one coming up in Berkeley in the middle of June. And if you want more information about anywhere that we're playing, you can look at our website, which, as Aileen said, is jaegerreidmusic.com. And there's a shows tab on the website, and it tells you everywhere that we're playing. But yes, I'm drawing.
In Sonoma.
That's right. We're playing in Sonoma in the first weekend of August, Berkeley in June. We're playing at a public library in San Jose on the 21st of June for Make Music Day, where there's music happening on June 21st around the world. And part of that, we're looking forward to that. That's a free concert at the public library on June 21st. And I'm kind of drawing a blank in terms of, I should have had my calendar open in front of me, but I don't have it in front of me. Bob's looking now. So, right, we're playing a house concert up in San Andreas, which is a couple hours from here, up in the Gold Country, on, what was the date of that one? Oh, that's the 15th of June. So if you're interested, there's an email address on the calendar, on the events on the calendar, and you can just write to me if you think that you're close to one of those and you want to come. Just send me an email, judy@jaegerreidmusic.com. And another one, actually, we're playing a concert at a theater in Winters, California, on the 29th of June, and that's at the Winters Opera House, which it will be our first time playing there. But the Winters Theater Company is sponsoring a concert series along with their plays that they put on. There you go.
And that's a great venue. It's a wonderful, refurbished small theater. It's really a wonderful venue. You're going to love
Looking
it.
forward to it.
Winters is a beautiful little town up in the Yolo County area. Love it. Well, it's almost time to sing with all of you again. I want to be sure to note that people have been very gracious and generous and forthcoming in the comments, and I was just noticing how your song brought forth a lot of sharing today, and so I really appreciate that people were willing to share from the bottom of their hearts, and I also appreciate that the song invited them to do that. Thank you to Jaeger and Reid for joining us this morning, to all of you for being here with us, to Candace for doing the tech, to Joe for being everything. And she can do that introduction where she welcomes everyone into the room, and I don't know how she does it. It's masterful. So we'll sing again, and then we'll have time to say goodbye. So here's Jaeger and Reid with Not Another.
The voice not forgotten cries out, not a whisper, it's a shout, to be heard in the crowd. The voice cries out, not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another.
Hear the fight down the hall. Hear the thump against the wall. Hear the tears as they fall down the hall.
Not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another. Oh, hold on a second. Let's try that again. Left behind is an empty space. How I long to hear your face, see your face. Nothing heals this wounded place, this empty space. Not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another. Here we are, hand in hand, together we stand as we make this demand, hand in hand. Not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another, not another, not a mother, not a child, not a brother, not a lover, not again, not another. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to Jaeger and Reid for an incredible song and an incredible discussion today. And thanks so much to Aileen Vance for hosting them and for introducing us to them. Can we please all give it up for both of the amazing squares all the way over there on the left of our screen? You guys are great. And it was really,
Thank
really
you.
fun to spend time with you. Thank you. So we want to thank everybody for being here with us today on day 1518 in the Daily Antidote of Song. We invite you, of course, to join us again here tomorrow. And want to thank Candace Tse for running our tech out there in LA today. Thank you so much, Candace. And let's all wave goodbye to everybody out there on the live stream. Thanks, live stream, for being here with us today. And let's wave goodbye to Aileen and to Jaeger and Reid so they can get back into their lives and do some more songwriting, music making, or the avoidance of songwriting, whichever it is you choose to do today. And thanks again to Candace for being with us today. Thanks again to Arlene in Berkeley, California, to Athena in Brooklyn, Susan in Cincinnati, Dan in Vienna, Donna in Brattleboro, Sue in Seattle, David and Elsie out there in Oakland, Benet in California, that's Berkeley, Carolyn in Boise with the Pete Seeger doll, Linda on Orcas Island, Annette in California, Carolyn in DC, Caroline in DC, Storm in Massachusetts, Ann in Nashville, Kathy in Colorado, Jamie in Victoria, Cricket in Maryland, Marcia in Huntsville, Ontario, Deli in Maryland, Sheila in North Florida, Kat coming in from Vermont, and Linda in Concord, Ann in Silver Spring, Maryland, Trish in Victoria, Aloysius in Mass, Gary and Christy in Mass, Moon in Alexandria, Virginia, Jane in Texas, Karen in Oregon, Sarah in Texas, Kay in Texas. All right, that's 3 Texases almost in a row. Mommy coming in from New Hampshire in the room next door. Martha coming in from Oregon. I don't think I got you on the hello end. And Lynn in Connecticut. Thanks so much. And another big thanks to everybody for all the thoughtful stuff in the comment section today. It was really lovely. Thanks again, everybody. See you all tomorrow for another Daily Antidote of Song. Bye.
Bye.
Thank